First of all, Happy New Year, guys. I haven't talked to you since last year. I hope you have had a great New Year. And now it's time to go back to work and to make Nafty great. So, I have a few things on my agenda today, and I'm going to speak uh, a few for a few of them. The first thing that it's on the agenda is the tomorrow's launch for the new version of Nafty. As I said in the last AMA, we are not launching a new platform or a new product. We are updating what we already have. So for tomorrow, we have already developed, and we are proud to say that we are done with the marketing tools to help creators grow their account. So how the marketing tools work and why are they important for the platform is that, first of all, it's something that will distinguish us from the others. So for example, in OnlyFans, the only way that you can get new fans is by promoting your account via your social media and or buying promotion from other content creators. So what we are trying to do here in Nafty is to enable creators to have tools that will enable them to grow. An example of this tool is the affiliate partnership. So how the affiliate partnership works is that each creator he says that I'm okay to share my revenue if an affiliate brings me a new paying fan to the account. So essentially, creators they don't lose nothing, but they can get a new fan. And how it works is that they agree the terms and condition, and they say, okay, you can use my content, you can use my profile to tag me on different places, for example, on websites, on let's say Reddit or other marketing channels, wherever people choose to, or wherever affiliates decide that it's good, and they can win a percentage from the revenue that the creator can make. So, for example, if you have, let's say, a website with a lot of traffic, for example, you can have a cam website, and you say, okay, I want to promote a particular content creator from Nafty. You see that they have been signed up to the affiliate program. You take their link, you take, for example, a few photos from their account that they have agreed to provide, and you start promoting wherever a new fan comes from this website to Nafty with affiliate tracking links. We split the revenue between the creator and the affiliate, and everyone can be affiliate. So for example, if you have websites or if you have a channel, for example, on Reddit or good social media, you can become an affiliate and you can promote the creators. This way, everyone can make money from the content of the creators in the platform. And another thing that we have on the platform as well is that if you, let's say, tag the content creator in your profile, or you promote it in some places, let's say you have a favorite content creator and you want them to succeed and to help them, you can actually get your affiliate link and start promoting their profile. So this is something which is actually distinguishes us from everyone else. There is nothing like it in the industry, and we believe that it will be a very, very good tool and a very unique tool actually that will enable content creators to make more money, and also affiliates to also make money by choosing which content creators they would like to promote. So this is called affiliate partnerships. The other thing that we will be developing on the platform, but it's not yet ready, is the shoutout management. So currently, if you're a content creator and you want to promote yourself, you usually buy shoutouts from other models. Let's say Model A buys a promo from Model B on Instagram, and they want to gain more fans because in the end of the day they want to make more money. And how it works currently is that you just provide them, in this case, your OnlyFans links, and you pray, and you don't know if they bring you someone, so you have to guess. And what we'll be doing is a affiliate tracking management solution, whereby each content creator they can create their own tracking link, and after this they can say, okay, this tracking link is for this campaign. They provide it, for example, to model B, and they say use this link to promote me. So after this, when you look at your dashboard and your statistics, each content creator can see exactly how many people came from the link, and from these people who became followers, who became fans, and how much they paid. So for example, if you pay $200 for the shout out, you can calculate the exact return of investment from the shout out itself. So this is something amazing from the perspective of content creators. We have spoken with content creators. All the things that we are developing actually came from their need to be developed and from the need for content creators to use them. We didn't come up with the idea because it's just awesome and we think that it's going to work, but we came up with the idea because we understand what is required to the market and why it will benefit the content creators. So these are the two things that we decided that we will develop first in order to make us a bit more interesting for the content creators. Because if we have enough to meet the content creators, then we'll have also fans because they'll be promoting and we'll be having traffic. But as you know, everything takes a lot of time. For example, for OnlyFans, it took them more than 4 to 5 years to actually reach where they are now. They firstly exported in 2019, I think, with the COVID, during the time of the pandemic, and before that they were in operation for 3-4 years already. So yeah, everything takes time. So this is about Nafty and the upcoming launch. And with the upcoming launch, we're also going to start marketing for the platform. This will include, as you know, a few things. We're going to have influencers. We're going to have Twitter posts. We're going to have Instagram posts, shilling, and Google AdWords, and Google, and as well Facebook ads. Everything we're going to be splitting the budget. We still haven't spent any money from the budget, so we have implemented tracking, and the agency that will be handling our promotion, they have already linked with Google Analytics and with the affiliate software in order to enable us to do proper tracking to see how much exactly it costs us to bring a new user to the platform and how much obviously this user spend. Because as you know, you don't only need content creators who will be posting content on the platform, but as well you need people who will be paying for the content itself. So because it's a platform which requires both elements, you require both the users and the content creators to be able to work. This is going to be done simultaneously. We're going to be focusing on few campaigns to get more content creators, but we're also going to push enough marketing to make sure that the content creators on board, they're interested in the platform. Because for example, if you don't have enough people who will buy the content creators will not be interested in staying on the platform because they will be wasting their time and they will not see any money. So we need to make sure that as new content creators join and as they post content, we will be able to also get them fans, and these fans will be spending. So it's also very good, and the community can help us with this. For example, if you see a new content creator, you can tip him in Nafty, you can buy some content with Nafty from him, and this will also introduce them to the concept of Nafty as well. So this is the plan for Nafty Me. The other things, there's also a few other things that I want to speak to you about. uh, Nafty Angels, as I mentioned last time, we are doing an NFT drop collection of 6969 cards, so 6,969 cards in total. And as you know, the number suits it very well. And these NFT collections will be called Nafty Angels. We are already working on the development on the website. It should be ready by the end of the week. And we'll be showing you the NFT itself and its different versions also next week. This is going to actually be an amazing project because the NFT drops now are extremely popular, and it's going to be done on Solana as well because there's a lot of investors as well who are on Solana. And we want to introduce the concept of Nafty and everything what we're doing about Nafty to more and more people. And I think this is a very, very good project to do exactly this. And we'll be introducing a lot of new things. You'll be seeing them on the website. There will be utility for the project. There will be as well the option to stake your NFTs. It will be related to the Metaverse. I'm going to have a separate call which will be focused only on the NFT project, and I'll be one of the people who will be handling the project as well. So we'll be giving you more details very soon, but this is a topic of a separate call, and we'll be doing it, I think, next week, maybe in the end of the week, when we have a few things ready. Next thing on my agenda is Nafty Casino. So this is a new surprise for you guys. We already started working actually, and we are in the process of doing a Nafty Casino. This will be released somewhere in February. We'll be sharing with you some mock-ups on how it will look, and we'll be giving more information about the games and how you can play with Nafty soon as well. So this is a surprise for the new year, and it's something very interesting, but stay tuned and we'll give you more information about it. Next on the agenda is the Xbiz event. So here, Jeff, I will be giving you the spot of fame, and you can share with us about something about the event, how it went, what were your, how did we do, etc., etc., and let people know in general about the event.
Yeah, hi. I'm still actually still here at Xbiz Event down here in LA. The event went amazing. Everybody was super excited. It was a really, the really big first in-person adult show since the pandemic. So you kind of felt that whole energy vibe of people really wanting to do business, network again. People just generally just were happy to be out. It was kind of split up into three sections. There was the B2B section at the very beginning. We had the big fan event, the X3 Awards at the Palladium, and then also followed by last night the awards show. So the B2B event went amazing. I spoke on two panels. Both were kind of geared towards content creators, blockchain, and NFTs. So those are very good to kind of get the Nafty brand name out there, really let people know what Nafty is, and then how content creators can add that to the mix. I know the first panel, I met Anna Fox. She was super excited. She was sitting front row, and then met a bunch of other creators too. A lot of good things came out of the B2B side, met a lot of creators. People really starting to recognize the Nafty brand name before they were kind of like, oh, what's Nafty? Then like, oh, you're with Nafty, or oh, how can we work together? And really getting that vibe that people are finally recognizing the brand name Nafty, which is, we haven't even been in industry for a full year. So to already have that brand recognition, see our brand name up there with some of the bigger brands in adult is pretty amazing. And especially when we have very positive feedback. So really a lot of conversations. We're focusing on how to utilize our payment technology for these other bigger sites that are also operating in the adult industry, as well as educating a lot of the other content creators there, how they can utilize our platforms. It was funny, which is true, it's a lot of the conversation I was having with creators, and I don't know if it's gotten worse. It's just kind of one of all those. Maybe I'm just more hyper aware of it now since we have a solution focus, but really talking to a lot of creators who have been kicked off of social media. Like I just had these conversations talking about, hey, we provide a solution. Like, this happened multiple times over the show. where they were like, "Oh, my Twitter just got shut down. Oh, my Instagram account got banned." Um, so these are conversations that was, I know I've been having for a long time, but it just seems like they're happening more often now than not. A lot of people still speculating with Jack Dorsey on Twitter. They're going to pretty much start getting rid of a lot of the adult content too. So that's a lot of big buzz in the adult industry. So it's nice when you can really talk to people and say, "Hey, well, guess what? We've got this relevant solution that solves a lot of problems. Hey, you don't have to worry about building up this audience and getting shut down. Already has built-in tools to market yourself, grow your audience." And that's why a lot of those people, come to this conference because they got to figure out, they're trying to network with other people, trying to figure out how they build their audience and grow their customer and user base, right? And it's a great thing about Nafty Me is we offer that. We had the fan event, which is, I wasn't really sure what to expect with the first fan event. Xbiz through post COVID, but I'll tell you what, it was really exciting. It was a great turnout. They did a concert each night. So I think that kind of really helped the entertainment value and the value for people that wanted to attend. But everybody loved it. They loved Nafty. They loved the concept. They loved making with our models. The great thing that was really awesome was there was tons of actual content creators that came there as well as fans. So not only, sometimes content creators had booths, some were just coming to attend the event, but they loved Nafty. It was really good. I had some great conversations there. Everybody from Brittany Andrews, Stormy Daniels, and a lot of other big content creators came by the booth. We passed out all of our gear to models, to fans. Models were loving our bathing suits. They couldn't get enough of them. We had some cool shirts for them, like little half kind of Nafty crop tops. And I already started seeing them appear on social media. The models were taking pictures. We also had the Xbiz Awards. Unfortunately, we didn't win. I know Pokey Me or Pokey something. They seem to have had a pretty big sponsorship, and nor did I win for progressive leadership. But I think these things are just it's a really big honor for us to be named in these awards. Especially for a company that's only been around not even a year yet. So that's a pretty big honor. And not only honor, it's like we were one of 3 NFT companies, blockchain companies that were recognized for an emerging brand of the year. I'm sure we'll be nominated for more than that next year. But that just shows that the industry has taken notice. They've really legitimized us as a business, and understanding that, hey, we are a viable company. We have a working platform, because that's one thing. A lot of people try to get nominated and they try to get recognition and they don't have anything. And that's and Xbiz and these other award shows will be quick to usually not give you a nomination or recognize you unless they know you have a working product for the industry. So, obviously we all want to win. That's why we're here. But we're here to make money and please fans. But the win is nice. When you go to those awards, you want to win. But like I said, for me, I know it's still a huge honor for us to just be nominated and recognized by the industry, and that really sets us leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. By legitimizing our company, lets the models know, hey, this company's been recognized. We can trust this brand. So it was just nice to be there. I got a couple of days off, and then I head to Las Vegas. We're also well represented. There's another big adult industry internet show called Internext, and I will be moderating and speaking on a panel there for NFTs. And so far, they have a good setup of content creators, and it's definitely the who's who of adult industry companies. So I actually got invited to a top secret meeting of all the top executives in the adult industry on the 16th. So I'm definitely looking forward to meeting there with a lot of movers and shakers in the adult industry. But definitely looking forward to 2 slower days here while I recoup. And so we've got about a 3-4 hour drive. We head to Vegas. So very excited about that. But yeah, so it was a great award show, great fan event, a great B2B show. I think it's a really great way to start off the new year with all the kind of networking, building that buzz. As we kind of launch and expand our platforms, we've got this kind of net in this, early starting this environment, create this little marketing net here for all these content creators, opportunities, traffic buying opportunities, partnership opportunities. So, that's how you want to start a Nafty New Year. So just very excited about all the opportunities and everything that's come of that, and excited. It's a great way for us to start the new year with the new launch of Nafty Me, fixing a lot of those issues and continuing to evolve the Nafty ecosphere. That's all I have. Does anybody have any questions, comments about the event? Anything exciting? Possibly attending the next one?
I have a lot of questions and inputs. First of all, thanks for coming here and for this AMA, for all those news. Happy New Year and congratulations to the whole progress and this good event. So about like overall questions first, or inputs, like I think you guessed, you thought about it, but for the NFTs it would just be like cool if like current holders or long-term holders have some precedence in minting or whatever, so that we can like mint before or something like that before it's open for everybody, or however you want to do it. That's just an input. And then for the casino, how is it about the legal aspect of building this?
George, I'll let George speak on the legal aspect of the casino. I know we have some laws as to the online gambling regulations here in the U.S., which prohibits development in the U.S.
Yeah, that's all around the world. I mean, not all around, but in many countries, that's a bit an issue. It's like for myself, I see this as a kind of side project, and it would be bad if Nafty gets hurt through something like that. That's why I'm asking.
Hello?
George, you there?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Can't hear you.
Or no?
Yeah.
You can?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. About the casino, because I just got as well the information today. We prepared for you the necessary information, but it's not going to be with real money. It's going to be with play money and with tokens. So I think in terms of the legal aspect, we're not going to be having any issues. It's going to be related with the platform, and probably the rewards as well will be more geared towards providing some benefits for the holders. It's not going to be that you put $100 and you can win 10,000 or something like this. It's not going to be with real money. That's 100% sure, because it's another, as you already know, it's like totally different legal issues that can arise from this. So we will define the concept of the casino, and we'll share it with you. It was just a small teaser on what we're going to do, but the games themselves, they will be related to winning, for example, NFTs and rewards within the Nafty ecosystem, so like memberships, etc., etc. It's not going to be like a full-fledged casino like the real life casinos or in the casinos in Vegas.
But nevertheless, will you look into this with legal advisors?
Of
Things
course.
like that. All right.
Of course, yeah. Of
Good.
course, we're not going to launch a product that can put what we have done in jeopardy. And it's the idea is that we can have some, let's say, nude slot games and things like this that can give you some rewards. It's not going to be anything related to like gambling, if I can say, but it's just going to be something cool that the holders can do. But anyway, I'm going to get you more information on it. I think in 1 or 2 weeks.
All right, nice to hear. And how, also in relation to this, how does it affect like the focus of the overall project? Like if you put a lot of energy and time into this, that you don't have enough time for other things, or do you have a new team, or how is it?
Yeah, so this is something that it's outsourced by another project team. Our main focus, which is and will always will be, is the social network, which is Nafty. So, and also obviously we're also trying to get our hands on nafty.com, but this has turned out to be more complex than we think. We already have a few trademark claims because we have the trademark for Nafty for the whole world, and we're trying to obviously take nafty.com, but it will take months, if not years, to get it. But let's see what will happen. So yeah, our main focus it's on the platform, getting users and content creators for Nafty, and after this, the small projects around Nafty and the ecosystem that we're building, they'll be handled by other teams. And for example, the crypto projects that we'll be doing, for example, the NFT drop, these are also, from my point of view, very important projects because it will bring a lot of new crypto people and introduce them to the concept of Nafty, which is what we need for the token price to also grow up. Okay, we already have the product and we already have things working. We have users signing up, but of course we need to make things more and more interesting. And as well, we'll be having very soon a celebrity collection for NaftyArt, which we're waiting to receive. The deal has been closed. We're just waiting for to get the NFTs themselves. And don't forget that we'll be doing a metaverse for adults. We're still trying to understand whether it's good to use an existing metaverse, for example, something like Sandbox or in the central land, but we're not quite sure if we do something there. Let's say we buy land, we build our Nafty verse or Nafty mansion or whatever, that we can get close because there is no written rules about adult and the metaverse. But the best thing that we can do is create our own metaverse, something like Pleasure Land or something like this, which will be fully how to say, which will enable users to do things in the adult sphere, for example, striptease clubs, brothels, etc., etc. So these kinds of things. This project would be extremely big, obviously, and it will be very expensive. So we just need to understand which aspect to tackle. But we have a few people on the team who are focused on finding out and researching how to solve this and which is the best path to take, whether it's to build our own metaverse, which will be very, very time consuming and very expensive, or maybe use something which is already ready, but obviously have the risk of getting banned from there. As you know, adult content is not very much welcomed everywhere.
Yeah, and I can also add, what also helps us when we have these other properties like Nafty Casino, when it helps us better utilize a lot of our marketing efforts, right? So if we capture a customer via email address through one marketing channel like a media buy, well, then chances of us engaging him through our social media platform, then we run ads to our casino platform, or we run ads to another one of our platforms. So this gives us a greater opportunity to keep sending offers and help monetize that customer and engage that customer with more Nafty. The more we can keep them in that Nafty ecosystem, so you increase his lifetime value and you increase the greater chances he's going to engage and convert with us.
Exactly. So when you enter the world of Nafty, you can have all the pleasures in life. Gambling, casinos, everything that you can ever dream of.
It doesn't give me any drugs. But thanks a lot for this. Then coming to the next questions, more about the Nafty platform itself. Those most important things like the let me say the tips with Nafty itself. I guess this should be solved by tomorrow. Is that right?
I'm gonna check with the development team because I really haven't had a call with them for 2 weeks now, and I need to check the latest updates. But as far as I know, we're working firstly on development, then on staging, and then everything gets released onto live production version. So you might be seeing some old bugs that have been fixed, but just will take time to obviously go to production. So yes, of course, tipping with Nafty, paying with Nafty, subscribing with Nafty, it's the essence of what Nafty is. So this is for sure on the critical list, and it should. I think something happened. Can you guys hear me?
I'm back. I'm back.
Yeah, something happened. I think that we got disconnected or something. So yeah, until where you heard me? Hello.
Yes.
Yeah. So some things have been assigned as critical, and they should be fixed as soon as possible. And obviously, from my point of view as well, I wish for a lot of things, and I trust me, my list of things it's also very long that needs to be fixed. But of course, in the end of the day, it's about the resources and obviously time. So I hope that obviously the payments and the tips and the subscriptions with Nafty are on the top of the priority.
Thanks a lot. And for the future, do you take the necessary precaution that this, like things like that, don't happen for the running,
Well,
site later?
I can tell you from experience, even companies like OnlyFans, they have so many bugs, and they make billions, and they still have bugs. You can never.
Yeah, I know this, but I don't care what others do. I'm asking whether you take the necessary precautions to avoid like most of the things, because most bugs and stuff like that can be tested automatically. So that's why I'm asking. That's good for me. I mean, I work as developer myself, so I know what you're talking about. I just wanted to reassure on like how you work. That's why I asked. Um,
Yeah, and don't forget that we are releasing a lot of new features constantly because we have, as you see, very big development plan. And obviously, even if we try our best, there will be bugs and they will be fixed, but it will take time to fix. So please be patient with it. Obviously, it's from the business side as well, because let's say I'm working on marketing. For me, some of the problems are critical. For creators, some problems are critical. For different people, there's different criticality in terms of the problem. So it will just take time. I think realistically, if we look at it, when we release all the things that we have mentioned, let me just send you one graph just to remind you where we are currently and where we want to go. I'm going to share now the roadmap for Nafty on the group. And we have a lot more to develop, and especially, let me just share this video. Oh, I need to share it from the computer because I cannot share it while I'm talking. But essentially, we are now in the phase of promotions and partnerships. We have a lot of new things to develop, and these things are things like shoutout management, like reward systems, live streaming, e-commerce, and dating. So we have a lot more to develop. So looking realistically, by the end of the year, we will be having the perfect product. We just need to get there. So this is I'm sharing it on Nafty official. This is the roadmap, and this essentially explains where we're currently and where we want to go in terms of development. So as you see, we have a lot ahead of us, and hopefully after we release all the critical key features, then we will be also getting rid of all these small bugs and problems, which will take a lot of time as well.
do you think teams are still big enough, or is it like that you're going to need more people, or like for all of these things you're going to do, or what's the current situation in regard to that, like with all these big plans?
Well, everything it's about budgets. Obviously, if we have a bigger team, we will need a bigger budget. It depends. I'm not uh, much aware because I haven't spoken about this with Robert, the CEO, where we are in terms of investment and where we're in terms of the development. But my goal, obviously, is to get people on the platform, get users, and this is what I'm focusing on. But I will see. I'm sure that we'll be able to do all these things that we promised. As you know, we always came up with our promises. We always keep up to expectations, but it just takes time.
That's good so far. Then the other point, I already mentioned it like 2 months ago or something. But like communication concerning improvements, bugs, things like that, do you already have a plan by now on how this can be improved?
So
To
this
say like,
is
I mean, to say like for myself, I sometimes I felt a bit like you don't care. I mean, I can completely
no,
understand that you don't have time or anything like that. But for myself, if I report something and I don't know, did you read it? Did you forward it? Or did it go to the correct person? It's yeah. I mean, or has it been reported before? It's kind of situation where I get the feeling like I don't want to report anything anymore.
no.
It's
How
at
it
the same time
works?
with working system, or if we know which person to contact. It could also help you, I think, in terms of time, which is like lost.
So how it works, I can tell you how we do it. So we have currently, and I'm sure 2 weeks ago when I was speaking with the IT, we had a backlog of 170 items. These are small bugs and small things that are needed to be fixed, and they tend to take, even if it's small, it goes on the list. And obviously, when we work on new developments, these small things they remain idle on the list until we fix the bigger things or until we develop the bigger things. So I spoke with IT, and I remember they told me we need at least 1 or 2 months to fix all the small things and not to do any other new development. But of course, it's all about the balance, like what is needed to develop in order to make the platform more attractive from marketing perspective for new, let's say, content creators now with the marketing tools, or to fix some small bugs. And of course, we are looking at what we're writing now. We even put one girl, Natalia, she's in the bug report group. She'll be checking if something is not already on the list, but most of the things, trust me, they're already on the list that you have reported. We are fully aware of them. It will just take time to fix. And also, don't forget that there is a lot of pressure to developers, obviously from the team, from the investors, to actually develop these bigger functionalities that we can use to attract, obviously, new users, new content creators, etc. So the whole process, it's much more complex than people think, and unfortunately, it's about the balance. But I think with time we will manage to. Obviously, we'll improve. We'll try to get better process in place, and yeah, don't think that if you report something we don't see it. We have people who are in the group. We have people who are putting it on the list. Maybe we can just tell them to say, okay, thank you, noted, it's put on the list, or something like this. But don't expect that even if it's something extremely small, that you report it and the next day it's gone. Probably it will be removed or it will be fixed in 1 month in the best case.
That's all good. As I said, it's not about the reporting itself. It's more like knowing that it is reported. Maybe the other thing is maybe there's a way to like show the bugs openly or something like that. Because if I know somebody else has reported something, there's no need that I report it myself. Either this or you have that person which makes the connection, which does that all the time.
Yeah, it's another way. And
I, I, I was more thinking like if you have something like an empty GitHub repo or something like that, where you have a template for bug reports or something, where people can directly upload stuff as well.
impact.
Yeah,
There,
yeah, I completely understand that. Maybe in addition, some kind of change log, an open change log with bug fixes, stuff like that could be kind of nice for investors as well.
thanks, Franz.
Thanks.
Okay, guys.
I
Any
had a
more
question.
questions? Yeah.
Oh, I had a question regarding the sales redistribution tokenomics. One, I thought you had mentioned in a previous AMA that you were going to bring back the sales on the buying, and I was wondering if you're doing that and if when. And then two, I've been trying to estimate basically how many shares or tokens I would get. And what I've been doing is taking the volume, the sales volume of the day that's reported, multiplying it by 4%, and then multiplying that by the percentage of tokens that I own. And it doesn't seem to be matching up. And I was wondering if I'm just getting the mechanics wrong, or if basically how the mechanics work on that, if my math is wrong.
Okay, so about the first question, no, we have not reintroduced the buying fee. There is currently only selling fee, which is 10%. And so we would only get reflections if somebody sells Nafty, or in other words, takes out Nafty out of the ecosystem. So, for example, somebody wants to sell their Nafty, and then you get this other. We were thinking of, to put buy fee, but this will also introduce transfer fee, because this is how the contract is developed. So we decided, as of now, maybe not to do it, because we have had feedback from a few people that it's not very nice, or it's not very cool to constantly change the tokenomics. So as of now, we have not moved or changed anything. And about the reflections, it's a very, very difficult, almost impossible to calculate mathematical formulas that are happening in the back of the contract that gives you the reflections. Actually, the reflections you cannot even see anywhere, even in BSC scan. And they are, how to say, you see them in your wallet, but you cannot see them anywhere else. So how it works, it's obviously it's a calculation of each transaction. Let's say there is a transaction of, let's say, 10 million Nafty, 4% is being redistributed. This is 400,000 Nafty, and it's being redistributed in a very difficult sense, because first of all, the person with the most Nafty gets higher percentage out of this 4%, then the next person, then the next person, and it depends how much percentage from the total supply you own, and it's a very difficult formula to calculate, and it's constantly changing every minute, because when somebody sells, obviously his total holdings out of the total supply gets different. So for example, if I hold, let's say, just put it in simple terms, 50% of all the Naftis from all the supply, my reflections will be 50% out of the 4% that the reflections get. So in this case, if it's 10 million Nafti, you get 400,000, and if I own 50% of the circulating supply, I get 200,000 Nafti. This is how the formula works.
And is that based off of the daily volume that you can see on CoinMarketCap?
No,
And
it's
then
not.
also,
No, it's not. It's based on each transaction. Each transaction gives reflection.
okay. And then are those also done within like the central markets, like Bitmart or something like that? Are those also
No,
tracked and taxed?
it's based on the contract. This is everything is being done by the contract itself.
Okay.
It's not something that we control. This is about how the contract was developed. And of course, in this case with Bitmart, let's say how it works for Bitmart is that Bitmart they have a wallet with, I don't know, 400 million or 800 million, I don't know. You can see it on BSC scan, and they get their holders. They get reflection based on their holdings. So they get reflection in their wallet, the reflections for all their holders, or all people who bought from Bitmart in this case. And
Okay.
it's extremely complicated formulas that no one can actually get the exact values.
Okay, and I had another question. Unfortunately, I don't understand the technicals on this as much, so it's maybe something I'll have to send to you later. But I've been reading up on NFTs, that how some people can use leaked metadata and bots to try to basically snipe the rarest mintings. And I'm just wondering if that's something you've considered, that you're aware about, and if I send you essentially what I was looking at, would you look at it and address it?
Yeah, you can send it, but essentially this is what we're saying is for NFT drops. So this NFT drops are things that, let's say you do a collection of 10,000 items and you mint it for, I don't know, for 30 seconds, and a lot of 10,000 people, they go and they try to randomly get the best NFT. Of course there can be some exploit, but in this case it's not very much related to us, because we have never done a drop. However, we're going to do so. If you can send me the information, it would be helpful for the IT team to make sure that we are bulletproof on that front. Any more questions, guys?
Yes, hello everybody, and happy Nafty New Year from me to everybody else.
Happy New Year.
I don't have too many questions. I'll try to keep it short as time has advanced a bit. But well, first of all, George, great to have you back from the COVID infection. Great to see you healthy. And thanks thanks for all the great news. Sounds amazing so far. Jeff, thanks for a great job at the Xbiz. It was really a pleasure to see you there and keep us updated about how's it going. And yeah, I think you did a really great job. Sure, winning the award would have been cool, but to put it in perspective, the other ones, it didn't do anything for them so far, and not getting too much into detail, but I think Nafty is way more developed in technical terms and competition.
You're
Say
absolutely right.
advances and stuff, and yeah, it's just the way it is. And some news about the market or competition in general I wanted to share is just today I saw another project or competitor went down. So that makes 3 in total so far as I recognized,
We-
or maybe 4, because one failed 2 times. And guys, look at Nafty. We were at the Xbiz Awards, the biggest awards of the adult industry, and that's really great. The platforms always getting better. Sure, it takes time. Maybe a word to France. Cool to see you here. I appreciate it, and maybe you can do that more often and share some infos or insights on the technical side or what the devs are doing. That's really very interesting. Hmm. Oh damn.
and to go to the moon. We will be going to the moon this year, but it will just take time.
Yeah.
Exactly. By the way, homie, which one was the other competitor that went down?
That went down.
Yeah.
It's pretty similar. It's like Nafty, just with an S.
Ah. Okay, that's
If
cool.
you know what I mean. So,
Yeah.
yeah, they stopped the project today. So that's a good news for us. Maybe to pick up the discussion between, or what JMW mentioned earlier, speaking on bug reports and stuff like that. Changelog would be great, or maybe you could do a restricted group, like the group where the access is restricted and only, you know, the OGs that are caring about the details, looking into the platforms and try to find the bugs are in, so it's not publicly. I think that would be really cool, because it also keeps the people motivated and informed. That would be really great. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I understand. Okay. So maybe the changelog is the best option to go by. Um. Yeah. All right. Okay. Mm.
It's really great in my opinion. Maybe concerning the same thing, just an idea for like the future. It could be like some kind of page on nafty.me, like I mean, once the product is live and once Nafty is bigger, when the competition isn't that problem anymore, it could be on nafty.me itself as well to be a bit more open. And what I was thinking about is maybe some kind of like feature or input requests where people then can like upvote things as well. Something in this direction would be
This will
another idea.
So this will be part of the governance that we're planning to do, and this will be part of the as well of the rewards system. And based on your obviously your participation, your status, let's say, on the platform, you can participate in the governance of the platform. So this is something that it's planned, I think, for March, end of March.
Mm.
Right, thanks. Nice to hear.
Okay, I just have two more suggestions. One was about the metaverse, George, you were talking earlier. I don't know if you've heard about it, but maybe you might have a look into Everdome. I don't know too much about it yet because they are just launching in a few days, but they are about some hyper-realistic metaverse, and maybe that will be an option too. But
If you can send me a link after this so I can take a look, I would appreciate
yeah,
it.
sure. And the other thing is maybe a smaller problem, but I think we should watermark all our promotion stuff, especially the videos. I sent you a DM earlier. I don't know if you've checked it yet, but all the video clips, especially from Bodrum, etc., get posted in other groups because they are so good.
Yeah, even
And
they
there's no
posted the
Nafty
video.
brand on it.
Yeah, this is even my computer and my girlfriend that they posted. Amazing.
Yeah. So
I must be doing a very good job in creating content. I should become a content creator.
yeah. Yeah, but that's easy. Just do a
Easy
little
fix, yeah.
watermark or something in it, so it's safe and not other people are using our stuff.
Well, for sure, in the next trip that we organize, I don't know when and where, but for sure we're gonna do a trip somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'll be making sure that all our content that goes out
Nafty
there
merch is everywhere.
market. Yeah, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, but exactly in this video you cannot see that she's wearing Nafty swimsuit, but but yeah, this is something that's it's easy to fix, so we'll just do it.
Cool. Okay, that's it for me. Thanks so far.
Thanks, homie. Cool, guys. We have run over the 1 hour mark that we usually do the AMA. So if you have any questions, let me know now, or you can DM me and poke me until I see your message. Now I'm feeling much better after the COVID, so I'll be more responsive these days. If there's no other questions, then I guess we're good to go.
Thanks, George. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. And again, Happy New Year. Looking forward to an amazing 2022 Nafty. Amazing year. Thank you all.
Thanks, Ref. Nafty.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.